Hello. Good evening, the internet. Alright, got quests to do some kind of random junk for these pirates, which I will come back to. First, got to tell my dudes to do something. $1,000 kill. It's a fan blowing my hair into my eyeballs and tickling my nose, which is very distracting. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, what? Oh, because I ran out of my daily limit. That's right. It's like, why did I not start? Oh, they failed. Just suck. Nerds. Okay. Squadron is not ready. It's really not that many points. I don't understand. Okay, now need a smidge more tactical. Isn't ready. It's literally so freaking close. It's just one category. Seems crazy to me. This is my most stats. Is there a good middle ground with both left and right? Not really. I mean, it's the same, just a little bit less. Hum. What a sticky wicket. Now what happens if I get rid of you? Do you? Way worse. Makes sense. Squadron isn't ready for this mission. It just seems so weird. Why is it more ready for this one? Wow. What do I know? Is this guy better for this? 27. One better. Might be good to respec them for their. Like if I made this guy a magic guy, pretty strong. I think this one's pretty strong, except for I don't have any Mikotes. Is that what she is? Right, she's Aura. So I could get a Mikote. I want her still though. If I swapped these two, defense and DPS, but like magic DPS. Interesting. A cure. XP increase. Elizen. Nothing. Level 39's not bad though. Guess that's it. Okay. Guess I'll just start a thing. Do like his ability. Kinda like his ability. I mean, what? Getting rid of him? Do I have any of the temporary warfare offense? Does that include Montaro? Change class. Thaumaturge. Arcanist. Like, well, that 10% means more on this guy. Oh, but okay. Aster is different from. Right. Like, pugilist. Do I have any? No, I have to close. Do I have any that drop caster ones? Offense, defense. Don't really know what this crystal clusters are. Offense. Great. No, I do not. Excuse me. Guess I should have muted that if I was a good streamer. Not that anybody's listening to this. Okay. I like him. I like her, but I want a different thing. Alra. He doesn't have any, which I guess makes him pretty cuttable. I can find a Mikote. Who do I cut from the squad for Mikote? Guess her. Which would also make her relatively cuttable. Go ahead, give it a shot. To Dravania. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Mr. Kenai. 50 Shades of Yellow. Giggity, giggity. Oops. Gotta fart some bugs away. Just wrong. Meow. Meow. Why are you so high up there? Farted upon. Just finished up a burrito I had earlier. It's making my old man throat all choky or something. What's up, Laugh? How's it going? Am I done with the... Looks like I am. Very nice. Doing some money-making shenanigans. Now's probably a good time for it. Oh yeah, cheaper than Vendor. Okay. Just cleaning up the market board a little bit, making a little bit of profit. I do hate it when people sell it below Vendor. It's like, why even... Why? That's a serious... I don't even know if I've seen any items that Vendor for 5K. Alright, well that's a higher profit margin than I was expecting. Sounds like another thing when I look into my project of making a market analyst app. Another thing to add is to look for things that would make a worthwhile profit just a Vendor. Yeah, that's what I've noticed, is most of the materia is listed at like 90 gil. Like, why not just sell it for 99 to a Vendor? At least most of the materia that I'm, you know, looking at. Selling at vendor rate, I can kind of understand. Because, like, then it's theoretically doing a service. Like, somebody might actually want it, and it's not like the vendor is going to sell it back, you know? Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah. But, like, if they're not selling for much, right, you might as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I suppose it's true that everybody who wants to not sell it for profit could just refrain, and then it would artificially boost up the supply and demand. But everyone in the quest has to go through this guy. Wamura. There's a app or something. Oop, fighting something. That has like tracking different markets. I am on the server. Am I on the server? Diablos, which is not in Japan. Here we go. Time zone. What does that matter? Not entirely sure what this website even does. Hit tax rates on Diablos. What the hell is that? There's different factions get different tax rates? What are these other factions that have lower rates? Switches to this screen for whatever reason. Oh. What is like this? Oh, you can't see. Shit. What are these symbols? It's like these are the 3 cities. So is it just if you go to a market board in a different city, you get interesting. So I guess there's a correct city to sell things from. How do they? Because like it's your person. You don't actually sell on the market board. You just sell to your person, or you have your person sell. How do they even track which one to tax you? Is one of these symbols the golden, what the fuck is called? Gambling place? Because that's where I generally do it. Oh, where you... Oh, I see. Where the retainer was hired from. That makes sense. Sounds like base game retainers are just worse. By at least 2%. Thing have an API? That would be cool. Thick Snack is selling a bunch of grade 1 gem drought of strength. surveying locations. Oh, there we go. Universalis app. I'm fine at uploading data too. My main thing is, do I have the ability to access this data though? You got some nice data there, Mr. Universalis. Is this a thing in this thing? Universe. Nope. How do I participate in your app, Mr. App? I guess I could read a guide. Maybe that's how I participate. How to set up Universalis alerts. Interesting. Oops. Install software like Dalamod plugins. What? To do is visit the marker board and look up items, listing history, soon gain the items you look up will be sent. Oh, everything is using Universalis? I didn't know it was built into Dalamod. That's cool. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if you actually could see that. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. So how do I access the data other than through the website? You there, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He is late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. I think it would be funny if there was non-quest NPCs that started conversations like that, and then we're just like, ugh, fine, if you don't want to talk to me, or something, you know? I guess maybe there could be. I wouldn't know. I've not talked to many of them. You say that thing to me? Nope. Living his own life. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Aukumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly! I have a boat. I'm a pirate. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Damn. Get ejected and rejected. Alright, what was I looking at over here? Right, I want to look at the Universalis stuff. Final Fantasy 14 Universalis API. Nice, it does have an API. 25 requests or 50 requests per second burst. 25 requests per second. Or a burst of 50. Okay. 15 requests per second on the website itself. Eight IP connections or scraping. Guess that means if I wanted to use the website and scrape my own data. It sounds unpleasant. What the hell? Map item IDs to item names or vice versa. Use 14 API in addition to 14 API. Let's get item ID methods from Lumina. This pre-made dump. Interesting, interesting. So I'll get a bunch of item IDs from Universalis, I guess. I have to clean that up. If I stress their system, please consider paying them. Noted. If I ever have money, I'll think about it. I wonder what the biggest data dump I can get with one of these 25 requests per second. So I guess if I have it running for a while, I don't need to do everything in 1 second. Why does it shift and shudder still? Have some medicine. Medicines? Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Okay. End points. The world to query. Data center to query. Is there a... I guess I could look right here. I can switch data centers as well as switching worlds, right? If I wanted to. Can I shop? I guess I would. Okay. Wow, they don't even require a token. These guys are so giving with their data. ID of the item to query? What? Uh-oh. Integer in milliseconds since the Unix epoch to begin the interval over. What? What the hell does that mean? Like if I want to look at history, I guess? Yeesh. That's so much data. Okay. I mean, that would be necessary if I wanted to try to train an AI. But I don't think what I want to do needs that much thought. But I have to search for an item? That's what I'm confused about. I just see. Oh, because the website you had to search. You'd have to select an item before you can see the history and stuff of it. Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay. So it would definitely take longer than 1 second to parse all the data. Does this data have sale history as well? Oh yeah, purchase history. 2 hours ago, someone bought this thing for 139 gil, which was 114% larger than it's worth. Sucks to be that guy. Wait, what? What is NQ? HQ prices. HQ purchase history. NQ prices. What does NQ mean? Nobody has ever bought a normal quality version of this, as far as this app is concerned. It's interesting. Although the normal quality ones are listed more expensive than the cheapest high quality ones. So, I guess not so surprising. Oh, I have a new job quest. Grilled turban? The question is, do I want to figure out how to tie my own app into Dalamud? Probably. Well, plus side, then it probably would be easier to integrate with, like, in-game. Downside is I wouldn't be able to be parsing the market boards when I'm not playing. Probably fine. I don't think I would want to be doing that. Though it does mean I have to worry about performance, because I don't want it to be bogging down my system when I'm using it. So many things to consider. Wait, do I have to search per world also? Or... $400, no world or data center. So I guess for each item, I would have to scan every world separately? Jeez. The number of searches keeps expanding. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Dahlmen. They're Yatsu's catchers, I know it. First Isari and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Guess one thing I could try. I want to use a WebSocket. Yeah, that seems nicer. They even have a node example. That's the thing I like to use. Interesting. So maybe their documentation was just leading me astray. It seems like there's a subscription model. Not like paid subscription, but like data subscription. Heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Dahlmen Confederates. Surely Yatsu has crossed the line now. Must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. Hello, Rasho.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansuri. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
Yeah, pirates.
Little Miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Uh. What am I trying to look for? Open up a file. Because I don't like remembering how to code things. I can just copy. Hell yeah. Okay. This thing. Next thing. Save that. Try again. Install Bson. Whatever the heck Bson is. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give to you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting overlong for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? Cannot leave without her. Jeez, so many quests just happened. I'll pick up all these quests. Yeah, so. It's just not doing anything. Oh. Side unmountable. What do you mean outside of module? What the frick? Getting a little bit distracted by programming. Server is a thing I have here. So that's not what I want. Index job. Frick. Outside of launcher. Does it think that's outside of launcher? Huh. Oh, right, it's just... Wait. Yeah. I'll get back to this later. I remember how to use Node. Whoa. It's funny that zoom is literally just moving. Someone has collapsed on the shore. Eh. Oh, look at that. Nice. Do some bard stuff. Should be easy enough to remember. Now, Fluffy, do me a favor and meet with the chief, would ya? Ever since those damn Garleans strengthened their grip on Hingashi, our contacts in Kugane have quit trading with us. We could really use your help in establishing a new business partner. Please, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate. You see, I only just joined the Confederacy. Life has been hard, really hard, for me lately. And if things were to fall apart here, I'd have nowhere to go. West of this place is a tiny lodge. The chief should be there. Fortunately, I cannot leave my post to show you there, but I trust you'll find it easy enough. Counting on you, Fluffy. Can't leave your post staring at these boxes. Okay. A little hard to believe, but whatever. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Gentlemen, since you refuse to pay the ruby tithe coin, you shall instead be paying with your blood. I believe an arm each will suffice. Wait, with the East Aldernard Trading Company, I suggest you think twice about this. When word of this gets back, you'll be the ones to pay. Oh, should have said so sooner. Suzume, see that our distinguished guests are escorted to our best room in the dungeons. Shall go and sharpen my knives. Ha ha ha. You heard the man. Get up and start walking. Goofy noises for abusing your prisoners. I trust you stuck around this long because there was something you wished to discuss with me. Make it quick. As you can see, I'm a very busy man. So, at last we are joined by someone actually associated with the East Aldernard Trading Company. Excellent. Kami have thrown us a lifeline, sir. That said, what was the fool thinking? And Saku should have had the courtesy to accompany our honored guest here. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf. Master? It seems the ill manners of our subordinate have begun to rub off on us. We have not yet introduced ourselves. I am Kage. This is my right hand, Suzume. While it seems Hansaku has touched upon the gist of our troubles, please allow me to fill you in on the details. As you know, all boats seeking safe passage through the Ruby Sea must pay our levy, Ruby Tithe. Give us more than we ask, and we might even provide you with men to guide your ship through especially difficult waters. For as far back as anyone can remember, this system has been in place, enduring even after Doma was occupied by the Imperials. While the Empire has always shown little interest in our activities, with Yotsuyu's rise to power, that has changed. The Royal Viceroy has banned the merchants of Kugane from bartering with us or paying our tolls, with those Bakafu dogs backing her. Everyone is far too terrified to disobey. Many outside the port city are also looking to use the current state of affairs to avoid paying their dues, like the two we just took into custody. While we have confiscated their goods without our contact in Kugane to purchase them, they are of little value to us. Thus, we look to Othard. If we were able to establish a trade agreement with their biggest vendor, our worries would be over. It is, however, something we cannot accomplish alone. I would look to you for help. Now, I am quite certain the men on the ship we seized are lying about their affiliation. Suzume Shon. Suzumi, probably. This flag and the items we found aboard the vessel do not appear to belong to the East Aldernard Trading Company. We must, however, be certain. We cannot risk raising the ire of a potential trading partner by attempting to sell them their own goods. Please take the flag and Suzume's inventory list to one of your contacts at Kugane's branch and inquire as to whether any of it is from one of their ships. go about leveling up other classes? Like, do you just grind fates? Gathering food from the sea when suddenly I was attacked by shore jellyfish. Their stings left me paralyzed, and I was washed ashore by the currents. Where I am from, we are taught growing up to avoid contact with strangers. We would never go out of our way to rescue them. If it were not for your remarkable compassion, I would have no doubt died upon these shores, far away from home. As much as I would like to offer you a reward for what you have done for me, I sadly have nothing of value on me. If our paths should ever cross again, however, I shall be sure to give you something. That makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Mm. Hulking Confederate. Doesn't seem that hulking to me. Nothing suspicious here, sir. Now, if there is nothing else, I really must return to training. Okay. Well, that's probably how I will end up leveling my healer. So, Except for all the bonuses. Well, the one bonus, the earring bonus. Called me the ugly one. I was contemplating helping you, lady. I just got big scissors. Battle pass, meaning a thing you buy or a thing you earn. Spin unlock vessels to pass through the Ruby Sea free of charge. We suspect he's either a coward that is afraid of crossing swords with another, or he's taking bribes. We shall find out soon enough. You are to pose as a foreign merchant and approach the watchguard I speak of, who is stationed in the Shoal Rock area to the southeast of here, and threaten him. In no circumstances to harm him, however. Simply take a battle stance. We suspect that should be enough to elicit a reaction from him. Yeah. So you do like some amount of PvP and then at the end of the season you get it? Okay. Might be something I look into. This is the battle stance. Chop chop. You want to fight? Then there's a fight you'll get. Goodbye. Am I supposed to be doing something to these guys? Oh. Supposed to capture them. Vicious fellow. Kami, you arrived when you did. Thank you, commies. Oop. Almost forgot I'm not supposed to kill him. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So what is the mount reward? All right. Hmm. Giant robots are pretty cool. Do agree with that. Buffy, what is it? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. Worried we won't be able to live up to our promises? No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Peace, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. Places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save, and we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsolaminsa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. It's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I have always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. Treat you to one when all this is over. Fluffy too. I won't take no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright. Y'shtola too. Once she's better. Deal? Good. Let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. What a weird non sequitur. Brought me back my meat. Fantastic. Simply fantastic. With this, my stew is now complete. You smell that, my good man? Now that is the smell of a proper meal. Once we slide the hot stones into the pot and the seawater begins to boil, the seafood and meat, the already heavenly aroma will become all the sweeter. The ruby sea to thank for such a luxurious bounty. By her we are blessed, and in partaking of her food we shall be protected, unless you are foolish enough to swallow one of the hot stones, that is. Ha ha ha. The hell's a hot stone? Here you have some sea serpents. I also killed a lot of them before I read the quest. Bum, 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 bum. I was watching the two of you afar with my telescope. Kami be praised. It seems the girl was still alive. Did she tell you what happened to her? Indeed, the waters carry a myriad of strange things our way, including people, though most of them are already dead by the time they reach us. That's why I'm up here, not down there doing patrols. Had you not come when you did, I may have been forced to go down and deal with her myself. By the time I worked up the courage to do so, she might have been long gone. Please take this pouch of Koban. You have saved not one, but two people today. He stops existing. What the heck? Almost certainly gonna kill me. Doing it. Didn't kill me. Nice. Kami, you came. The poison has turned these men to beasts, and bringing this one down has drained me of most of my strength. There are two others, however, who are still rampaging along the coastline. I need you to stop them. It should be quite easy to spot, even if you do not catch sight of them. If you are in the area long enough, they will come to you. Here, take this stunning powder. Tire them out with a few well-placed jabs, then blow this into their faces. I shall then come around and collect them. Oh, and do take care not to hit too hard. I would hate to have to report a death on my watch. What happens if I kill him? Probably just doesn't give me credit and new one spawns. I expect. But whatever. Turtle, 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 turtle. Forgot about my chocobo. I didn't have to always remember to summon my chocobo. Like, if I put the Gyassel greens in his saddle or something, he would just stay around. You heading out? Seems reasonable. And oh, okay, that's, yeah, that makes sense. Well, have a nice night. Too many good snoozing. So much data flowing through this Universalis thing. It's crazy.
Is that light I see up ahead? We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12, I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bonjin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Let's get it, Bonjin.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sodoban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Red. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, What? What the hell happened? Oh. Great. Ran out of game time. Oops. Right. I guess I should probably buy more game time. 180 days a better value or something? What's the point? $78. 180. $15. 30. Oh yeah. So it's like 650 per month instead of 15 per month. Okay. Suppose that's worthwhile. Bum, 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 bum. Whoops. Hmm. Buy on Steam. Well, I'm flat broke. That's no good. So, oh yeah. Okay. This scene is all sorts of fucked up. Switch to it when I was trying to delete it, but that's fine. Alright, So this is not the window I need. So I can get a stream of data. Is there any? Description. That seems a little extra. It's the other REST API. Data center. Content object associated with private. Okay. Content object. Okay. Ah. So what happens? I do all of them. So, there's probably a hotkey to go to the beginning. Shit. Up, up is that hotkey. This is the search I'm saying. Yeesh. I'm assuming this is going to fail, but I'm curious. If I just want a data dump, what they do. It's because it's working. Shouldn't take that long if it failed. Just gonna call it early. Might tinker around with this API for a bit, but I don't want to go back into Final Fantasy right now. So, guess I won't. Well, I kind of want to see the result of this on stream, just for posterity's sake. 44,000 items. Just about. That's a lot of items. Once I get all the data. I was thinking flippantly. I did not think about how much data I'm talking about. But I suppose one thing I could do also is limit the data. Like, I don't need all of the entries. I just need the cheap entries. Should probably be the first entries. And I need the Diablos ones to be separated. I don't know if I want to do that in the query, just in the analysis. I guess that kind of has to be in the query, because specifically what I'm looking for is when Diablos data is much higher than the lowest ones, which would imply that the Diablos wouldn't show up on the top 5 or whatever. It's kind of tricky too, because I want to give myself like a task every day. What happens if there's 100 entries that are cheaper than Diablos? I guess probably I wouldn't want to flood the Diablos market Anyways. Maybe? Curious, sir, and curious, sir. Or data center to G data. Or doesn't seem like there's a way to negate just Diablos from that. So I can't really decrease the data too much. That's okay. It's 2 queries, I guess. Number of entries to return per item. I don't care about that. So that should limit the results pretty significantly. The info doesn't change. So probably I just want to save it locally. Things somewhere. Search a specified series of indexes separate. It's pre-made down. Wind shard. So that's names. Whoa. Shard. This seems more like what I'm interested in. Oh, key. Wait, what's this? 0, 1, 2. Bullshit. Number. Right? Singular adjective. Guess that's what this is. What this is. My shit's still freaking out from this bad boy. See how that goes. Alright. Singular agill. Adjective. Ill. Maybe. Adjective. No. Doesn't have an adjective. Plural is gill. Possessive pronoun. Doesn't exist. Starts with a vowel. False. Blank. One. What? Article description. It does have a description. Name. Gill. Icon. No. Level. Item. Okay. Does that make sense? Rarity. One. Filter group 16. Okay, well, something that. Well, actually, let me read this. Additional data. What's that mean? So it's got name, then fire shard. Doesn't fire shard. Level, not really relevant. Weapon. Additional data. Non-existent. By category. 4. Search category. 10,000. Equip slot. 9,999. Sort. False. Sort category. False. Some stack size. False. It's unique. False makes sense for that. Say item category. Should probably just put this in the program so I can parse it. Wait. But that is tradable, it's disposable. Explain price level. Learning here. Which makes sense. So 40,000 things. Maybe I should have used Python or something to view this data. It actually does make sense to just edit in Notepad real quick. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. So should like the has to be in. I don't know if this thing is ever going to happen. Get the whole region. Get one listing. Let's get 2 listings. Listings price per unit. Let's see if I can limit the number of listings it is capable of executing. Faithfulness. But would be cool. Hmm. 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 This was intuitive. Techniques. This is just market or data that pull points. Let's go with this. Anyways.